I appreciate you hanging out with us. And when I think about this conversation, even though we didn't spend a ton of time chatting about this, there's a lot that I took away. But as somebody who was a former recruiter, there was one piece of information that stuck out to me that I think everybody should be paying attention to. I think when you're looking at any process and optimizing for success, the phrase goes having a structured, repeatable process allows you to identify defect and eliminate variability. That's a Lean Six Sigma principle. And when you're talking about hiring and building the muscle of your gut, there are four things that stood out to me about this process that I think is worth mentioning. One, when you're looking at making good hiring decisions, you need to create a benchmark that maps behavior to desired outcomes that you want for your organization. Then you take that and you standardize that into a scorecard. You make sure that everybody that is involved in the hiring process takes that scorecard and applies it to each person that they're interviewing. So you have a structured set of questions that are mapped to behaviors that you're asking every candidate. And then you debrief. If you do those four things, you can usually machine some pretty good hiring outcomes. And while we didn't get into the tactical details of all of that stuff, that's what I drew out of this conversation from the mistake that you made more than a decade and a half ago. So I think when you're looking at driving positive hiring outcomes, the more process that you can put in and the more mapping that you can do behaviors to benchmarks to outcomes, the better off you're going to be. And that's just one small thing that I took away from this conversation. So I appreciate you sharing that with us and hanging out with us.